No, no.
Come on, get on the screen. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, I'm 5 minutes late, but we're here. There we are. All right, everybody that's in the chat so far. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Monday night live stream.
Down.
I got Mr. Cajun Corn Hunter, aka Boudreaux, already on panel.
What's happening?
Tonight we're gonna try to go with a few topics. We may stay on par. Then, if anybody knows anybody, we always veer off of topics and get on to other things. But
Or
nonetheless,
Yeah, Cajun been known for that every now and then.
nonetheless, we're gonna try to make this a good show tonight.
Guilty as charged.
Well, no, I was reading through, scrolling YouTube earlier, and I'm not going to say the channel's name or anything, but seen a post earlier. Somebody, I guess, he had a post on there on his community tab asking for help with his channel, like sending money to his PayPal and Venmo or whatever that other junk is. We're not here to beg our subscribers for money. We're here to kind of inform them of what we think about certain products and certain things, and give our knowledge on certain things, whether it be corn related, tool related, automotive related, uh, or anything like that. I mean, that's why we're here. We're not here to beg for money. I mean, I didn't start this channel to get rich. This will never take over my career. You'll never see a post on my community tab begging for money. It just won't happen. And if somebody's here to beg for money, it says, well, it's really not needed, but if they're here to beg for money, they need to shut their channel down because they're not here for the right reasons. We're here to make friends and have some fun.
There's no such thing as too much fun.
Right?
How's that song go? Something like
Uh,
that.
yeah, something like that.
No
I
such
can't
thing,
sing, so
or never heard of having too much fun. Something like that. I'll forget who did it. One of them country artists.
hmm. But yeah.
I got 15 speakers on my back dash.
But on this
Used to have them
channel,
speakers on my back dash, and the screw in types. The speakers 6x9s were inside of a case. That
uh-huh.
the plastic case. When you set it on your back dash, you just put a screw on each side. And you had your speakers back there, and you ran your wires, like in a hole, going out under the and then under the back seat, the carpet, and to the front up the front dash and the radio, and the speakers were facing right there. Just four screws, and that was it. You had your speakers installed. That's old school there. Now I'm talking about that's
Mhm.
the '70s. Jensen's, Craig's,
Roadrunner, welcome, 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 sir.
beep beep, Road Runner,
Meet, meet.
and Mr. M. Leeser. How you doing?
Hey, Em. No, that just chapped my chat my rear end when I seen that post on somebody's community tab. It's just like, wow.
I see you still got your heart up. And heart on
Yeah.
the next in the chat. Puller Bear told me how to get rid of it last night.
Uh,
When you're setting up your live stream, you go in customization,
mhm,
and then where you see live reactions,
mhm.
click that thing off, and that heart will go away.
Hmm.
You can do it while you're streaming or before you stream, but I know you on a small device, so it's a little harder to go in your YouTube edit studio and do that.
Yeah.
It's easy on a laptop or a desktop to do it while you're live.
I've got a tablet. I stream more while I'm out here on the road.
Yeah.
I do have a doctor's appointment set up for the 29th, so hopefully after that I'm back to work.
Why does the 29th ring a bell to me? Something's going on the 29th. Must not be that important. I'll have to look at the calendar.
Right.
And I'm looking at it, and I don't see nothing wrote on that day. So, oh well. But it sounds. I know that date rings a bell for something.
Yep, next Monday.
Oh, it's May 29th. I got an appointment with dermatologist. I got a little thing right here. When I shave, it cuts it like a little mole that I guess kind of got bigger.
Mhm.
And I guess when I nick it and cut it, then it, gets a little, scab over it. And then the next day when I shave, I'll nick it again. And yeah, it bleeds a little bit, not much.
Right.
So when I had my primary care physician appointment last month, early this month, I asked her about that. I says, can you freeze this thing off, whatever it is? She said, what was it? And she looked at it, what was it? I said, like a little mole. I've been having for a long time. I said, I guess it just got a little bigger, and now I'm nicking it when I shave, because I used to just clip. Instead of shaving, I'd let this grow out a week or whatever and just clip it with my little clippers, trim clippers. It looked like I shaved, And it never bothered that thing. And that's all I did for, a couple of years. I mean, I did shave, going to some event or whatever, but it never nicked it. It's nicking it now because, I'm shaving every other day. So.
Waiting for everybody to get in here. Oh, it is early where I'm at. I mean, it's what, 7 o'clock over there.
It's a little chilly.
Is it now?
I said it's a little chilly.
Well, I mean, that could be a good thing. Then again, that could be a bad thing.
67.
Oh, man.
The tomato plants are loving that. That 50-degree weather in the mornings, they love that. And then like a high for 70 or 75, tomato plants love it.
Yeah, it gives them time to cool off in the morning time and get some nice and juicy inside of them.
They pollinate faster. Mm-hmm. I know some people has got tomatoes on the plants already, round tomatoes. But, they still got a lot of flowers left too. But when it gets too hot, like 90 and it's real humid, the pollen don't fly.
Hmm.
You know, the wind to pollinate tomato plants, you know, certain plants. The bees don't have to, but it's
Right.
good to have bees. Go over there with like an electric toothbrush or a little battery operated clipper, razor, you know, clipper,
Mhm.
battery operated, and go around by the flower stems and vibrate the stems, and that'll shake the pollen loose. That'll help the bees out. I did that one time in a pumpkin patch. They call me the pimp of the pumpkin patch.
The pumpkin patch pimp.
Yeah, there you go.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, pumpkin patch pimp, pumpkin patch pimp, pumpkin patch pimp. Can't do it. It's not for the effort of not trying. Yeah, boy.
It'd be like you got a lisps.
Yeah.
Pumpkin patch. Yeah.
It's like Fred Sanford was saying one night. He went out to a big party one night or something like that. Came home and Lamont was waiting up for him. And he come in holding the bottle of Ripple, I guess, and had his hat in his hand, and he had some kind of whatever over his shoulders, some blanket or something, and he was all inebriated. And he come up and, Pop, are you drunk? He said, no, like that. Lamont, oh, he said, where have you been? He said, I was over at the twins, the Mulat twins. And he says, I'll figure out how to tell them apart. Lamont says, huh? He says, the one with the mole on her forehead lifts.
Wow, that is a
What
long name.
Frosty. Perhaps
What?
you'd like to try me, Lucky Charm.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Party.
Monday night chit chat.
Oh yeah.
A boring day.
Oh no.
Nice weather and nothing to go out there and do it with.
Well,
I'm waiting on. I could be tearing down that hot zone, that greenhouse, but I got a guy that's supposed to come do that and get it out of here, and then cut some trees down for him.
Hey, Bill Beckett.
What's up, Bill Beckett?
tell you, I've been running a grinder all day. You would be. I don't know if you'd believe the results or not. We're trying to get a power takeoff back into a machine here. It's a great big hydraulic drive goes on the back of a John Deere. And when we put the new engine in, we have to cut a couple of pieces of the mounting bracket off, and weld them to the skid. I got my big 9-inch Milwaukee grinder out. But I think I'm getting more work done with my Chief 4.5-inch air grinder.
Never know.
I tell you what, I don't know who makes that thing. It's made in Taiwan somewhere for Harbor Freight. But that Chief 4.5-inch air angle grinder is outstanding. I've run the dog piss out of that thing for almost 2 years now, and it just doesn't quit. I mean, the big Milwaukee gets hot, it wants to blow a breaker. That little air grinder cools itself off while it's running. It just keeps going and going and going and going.
Yeah. Mid-Atlantic Tools. What's up, Mona, mate?
And
Hey, Mid-Atlantic.
Now that you said it's made in Taiwan, was that the Central Machinery brand
No,
name
no,
unit from years ago at Harbor Freight?
I have a couple of those, the 4-inchers, and I use those as cutoff tools. Those are outstanding also.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, those little aluminum ones, those are outstanding. That this is the cheap brand. It's a little bigger, a little heavier duty, and it takes the what is it got? It's got the smaller stud in it. No, it's got the big stud in it. It's got the what, a 5/8 stud. So it takes the 4.5-inch grinding discs and grinding wheels.
Mm-hmm.
The other one takes the little 3/8, the little tiny ones.
Yeah. 3/8.
Arbor
Yeah.
hole.
Arbor.
Yeah, but no, this one takes full-size discs and it feels good in your hand. It's got a full-size handle on it. Man, that thing, it put some work in today.
We've got a bunch of die grinders at the shop.
Oh, I love that.
And we've got, I mean, we got a lot of, there's a lot of air stuff in it, a lot. I mean, like 3 of each, 1/2-inch impact, 1/4-inch impact, or 3/8. He's got a 3/4 impact in there. And there's plenty of air behind it too, and capacity, volume capacity, you name it. You got like 400 gallons, 2 tanks tied in together, and each one of them got a 3-phase motor on it.
Mm-hmm.
So they keep up.
These,
But the Central Machinery, Central Pneumatics, got a couple of those, man. I tell you what, you can't kill them. As long as you keep them oiled.
No, they won't die.
I've got a couple of those grinders myself. I did a toolbox restoration with it. And I tell you what, that thing took a lick and it kept on ticking. I mean, it wouldn't stop.
Yeah,
Just hit that,
one of those.
press that switch on, and it stays on. Just roll it across.
Yeah, I want to get one of those 6-inch orbitals before they switch brands. I guess they're changing brands to McGraw or something. And I want one of those big disc sanders. I think they're made by Astro. Paint guys really like them. They've got like a soft backing and a stick-on, sandpaper wheel that goes on there. Orbital sander. I'd like to have one of those.
Bill, you won't be disappointed with that 3/8 Milwaukee impact, brother.
Which one you getting?
I can tell you, Bill got the 3/8 stubby Milwaukee impact.
The M12 fuel?
I believe so.
I have the M12 fuel stubby, and I love that thing.
I know a lot of mechanics that use it on a daily basis, and I mean that's pretty much their go-to impact gun.
Well,
I seen a Makita, a Metabo, and a Milwaukee 1/4-inch impact.
I have a Milwaukee 1/4-inch impact
battery.
I absolutely love.
Like this, small versions. They were 40 volt. The Makita and the Metabo. And the Metabo beat the Makita hands down. Then I think it was the M12, if I'm not mistaken, 1/4-inch Milwaukee came into play with those two boys. And the Milwaukee outdid the Makita. Barely I did the Metabo, but I did the Makita.
Well, your Metabo brand is former Hitachi.
Right. Man, Hitachi used to be expensive years and years ago for carpentry tools. A 12-inch saw, woodworking saw, chop saw,
in Germany.
double beveled was like $700.
I've got one of those. The Hitachi.
The older Hitachi. Not the one with the silicone grips and all that stuff, the fancy silicone designs on it.
There's
like during the 90s.
There's a Hitachi drill sitting down at work, but we can't get batteries for it anymore, unfortunately.
Resell them. Put some new sales in the case.
Yeah.
You try looking on eBay for them.
Oh, batteries plus. Batteries
This thing
plus.
has to be 25 years old, but it worked great. I remember when it worked great. Hammer
Have you
drill.
tried the Metabo batteries on it?
I might have to take a battery to Lowe's with me and take a look.
Probably a different design. You know, all the newer stuff's got a different design. Slide instead of plug. A lot of the old ones were plug in from the bottom, stab
Might be an
them,
adapter.
and now you got the slide action on most of them. Quick Wrench, what's up, Mon Ami?
Hey, Quick Wrench. You
Hey,
thought I
Dave.
was going crazy today when I took a door apart on a Subaru, only to find a module that had a Toyota Lexus logo. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Well, yeah, interchangeable parts. Oh, that's what they use, you know, high quality stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a couple of M12s, which was router machines, router motors, 1/2-inch routers. The most expensive one Hitachi made. And it had a soft start with adjustable variable speed. I made 3 shaper tables with those things, with 3 different M12s. I think they were $350 a piece or $400 a piece.
Wow.
From my cabinet shop. I made my own shaper tables. I didn't get the Jet or the Grizzly shaper tables because it was just too much expense, you know, on that. So, and I custom made them. You know, they were big enough to handle big cabinet doors. You know, the third one for the outside trim, outside molding. I made those tables 4 foot by 3 foot. I could put any size cabinet door in that I wanted and follow that fence and just make my outside profile like that. And I built the tables just like I would cabinets. You know, they were tough.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the homemade fences on them where I put my dust collection system on it. Bill said, I'm looking for M12 batteries with a 6 amp hour. I know they got the 5s out there.
No, it's a big square one.
They're out there. I mean,
That makes them heavier.
That little, I want to say it's a CP 2.5, is a great battery. I got 2 of those around Christmas time. They last quite a while.
mm-hmm.
You put the little stubby battery in there, it just, I don't know, it feels better in your hand.
That's what she said.
Well, I was inside a flywheel on that John Deere trying to get the old bolts out, and I was, with the little stubby battery, I was able to use the M12 stubby.
Mm-hmm.
The thing had like a great big collar sticking out for a rubber coupling. A really weird deal. Got a hydraulic drive, goes on the back of the motor, and keys to the flywheel with this Lovejoy coupling, like a rubber coupling. And then the clutch is on the back side of the PTO. So you got direct drive out the center, and then you've got your 4 positions you can run pumps and shit off of.
Mm-hmm. Bill, do you have access to a tool truck or something like that? Because if you do, I mean, that'd probably be the cheapest place to go if you got access to them. TexChoiceTools.com has good, cheap 6.0 batteries. JD Tico has them. Sure, Home Depot has them.
Yeah, but if you can throw JD Tico a bone, I would do it. Support the independent.
Right.
If I'm going to buy Milwaukee stuff, not at Home Depot, I'll get it from my Cornwell guy or from my Matco guy.
Mhm.
What you want? What you want?
Finally got my Nissan fixed.
Huh.
You what?
I got my Nissan truck fixed yesterday.
Oh,
Mhm.
what's wrong with it?
Well, it had a bad coil.
Oh.
And it'd been sitting for about 3-4 months. I've been driving this little Chevrolet, and I got to get it smogged. I paid the registration and everything, but I figured to get it smogged, I got to fix the coil, clear the check engine light, and maybe I'll drive it to work tomorrow and see if I can get all the monitors to reset. But sat for 4 months. I jumped in there. I was ready to go get the jump starter. I twisted the key. That son bitch fired right up. Missing, of course, but it fired right up. And when I got the number 2 coil pack out there, there was a big burn mark down near the bottom of the boot where it was arcing out on the little tube in the valve cover.
Yeah, it was leaking.
So I know that was it. It was the number 2 ignition coil. And I've been putting it off because I had to pull the intake manifold to do it.
Uh-huh.
But I watched another guy who had a video up on it, and there's only 5 bolts. I said, "You're shitting me." There's only 5 intake bolts, and there's a support bracket under the throttle body on the opposite side. So if you pull that bracket, take it out of there, and you undo 2 electrical connections and 5 bolts, the whole manifold will just swing out of the way.
Hey, Sergio.
So you got to take the intake off to get to the coil?
To get to the coils and the spark plugs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sergio, how you doing, mon ami?
Hey, Serge.
Well, my Jeep is like that, but the coil packs are on top, and the spark plugs on top of the engine.
Well, these are
instead of on the side of the heads, like the old style spark plugs.
Yeah, these are on top of the head, but see, on that 4-cylinder Frontier, the airbox is on the passenger side and the throttle body's on the driver's side, and it's got a real long, like a tunnel ram manifold.
We didn't get no test message.
Goes over the top of the head.
Yeah.
So the whole intake manifold covers up the coils.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like an outboard motor, like on a V6 or a V4. You get one missing, and if that coil's leaking, you can tell. You can see, because the coils are outside. You could see them sparking, or you could feel them. Throw your hand on that, and you can feel it.
Shit, I was wanting to do a tune up to the Silverado when I get home, but unfortunately, that ain't happening.
You got to jump back on the road.
Well, with my hand all messed up right now, my dominant hand, I can't really do too much. Come on now.
What did you do?
I had surgery on it last week.
Oh. Well, put the wife to work. Just point.
Nah. If I got time, I may go over to the storage building and work on the toolbox a little bit. Toolboxes, anyway.
Pay your tools a visit.
Yeah. It's taking some time to get everything situated, but it's coming along. And she mentioned about doing a toolbox store. I'm like, I'm not doing a toolbox store until everything is set up the way it needs to be set up.
Yeah. You got to find a place to land that thing permanent.
Yep. Yeah, I guess while we're at home, we're gonna get the big truck fired up and take that over to the dealership and start the process on that.
Are you gonna sell it?
Yep. Get it sold and go from there.
Nice.
I remember Home Depot had a special a couple years ago on two 6.0 M12 batteries for $99. Yeah, you ain't gonna. I don't think you're gonna find that special. Maybe on holidays or something like that. But you gotta remember, everything is going up in price.
Yeah, and Milwaukee's their exclusive brand. You know, they're real proud of that stuff.
Oh yeah. Owner was at shop today. He did reviews of all employees. I received a large increase from him today. He said inflation has had
That
effect,
affected us.
and he realized he had to raise his rates. Yeah.
I received a large increase from it. What, a raise? A bonus?
Probably a raise.
Well, he said earlier, I got a big shocker at work today.
Must have been what he was talking about.
So I received a large increase from him today. Hope it's a raise.
Hopefully, I'm back to work after next Monday. Oh
But
wow.
he increased, but told me to keep it to myself. But my increase was the biggest, $6 more an hour. Yeah, that's a nice little raise.
Yeah.
Shop manager
Also,
quit today. BMW as a service manager. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, sound like they didn't want you to leave. True that.
You know, people got their choice in tool brands, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they buy whatever they want to buy or whatever they're comfortable with or whatever best fits their budget or whatever best fits the project or whatever it may be, no matter where it's from. Whether it be from Home Depot, Lowe's, Tecton, Harbor Freight, Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell. Uh, people are going to buy tools no matter what. Everybody knows I'm not a Harbor Freight fanboy. I know I got a lot of Harbor Freight tools, but I'm not a Harbor Freight fanboy. I'm not afraid to say what's bad and what's good. And
Heck, I've got Stanley sockets
mhm.
from years ago at Walmart. I got a couple of racks of those, and
Man, they had a
they
kit.
came in their own little plastic racks that you could screw to the wall. You know,
Mhm.
They had a couple hundred-piece kit for a while that was the best deal in town. It was like $200, or no, it was like $69 for 200 pieces.
yeah. I was buying the individual, 3/8 drive, half inch, such as.
Oh yeah.
But ain't nothing wrong with Stanley, and they had a lifetime warranty. Bring it in the store and they'll give you another one because they sell individual pieces.
Well, there
Now I
is the
guess if one breaks, I gotta just get with Black and Decker and say, hey, this is a Walmart buy. One's cracked, one's broke. I guess we'll give you another one. And if they just send me, like take a picture or something, like Capri or whatever, Capri Tubes does. Or who's the other one that does that? You send a picture in to them, they mail you one out. Tecton or something. Tecton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with Tecton, you gotta lay the tool down on a piece of paper. Put your name on that piece of paper, the date, and snap a picture of the tool on top of that piece of paper, and then send it in.
I just got a call from the United States Solar Association wanting to sell me solar panels for my roof.
I had two of them telemarketer calls today. I don't know how they bypass the
don't call list.
Not the don't call list. Spectrum has a telemarketer detection. Robocalls actually they do, but I guess they routed somebody else's number because this number came out of Lake Charles and it was a telemarketer. Hi, I'm so and so in North Carolina. I'd like to update your medical insurance.
North Carolina is a little town outside Bombay, India, right?
Yeah, that's it. Well, they didn't have a Indian accent. It was an American.
Oh, okay.
But it's still a telemarketer, and I'm like,
I always get the ones from India.
I had one like that too today. 710, what's up, mon ami? How's the weather in Arkansas? In Arkansas.
No, there's just one thing you got to remember about Tecton with their warranty process. Yeah, they might have one of the best warranty processes out there, but if you don't follow that simple rule, you ain't getting a new tool.
But that's easy enough to to do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they want your receipt?
No, they don't want the receipt. They just want you to put it down on a piece of paper. Write your name on that piece of paper and the date, and snap a picture of that whole thing and send it to them.
The broken tool, yeah. Yeah.
If you don't follow that to a T, you ain't getting a new tool.
You know who's been really good lately? Lang Tools. They've been no questions asked, and Sunex sent me a couple of Hex Impacts. I had some broken ones. So Sunex is definitely stepping up their warranty game.
Craftsman's another one I don't have problems out of. I just call up the Craftsman warranty hot the direct and tell them what I got broken. And I give them the part number and shit stuff like that, and they just send me on a new tool.
Well, are they growing again? I don't seem like their V series kind of flopped. Now they got the overdrive out.
Well, I guess the V series and the overdrive, those are really produced for what? They were trying to go after the professional mechanic with those.
Yeah.
And I mean, Craftsman's been around for, I think, well over 100 years now. It's a well-known brand, but with all the trouble and problems they've had in the past, I mean, it's kind of hard to
Well,
trust what they're doing.
it was a well-known and trusted brand when it was made in the USA. Now, your stuff could be made out of anything.
Mm-hmm. But it won't that right there really won't necessarily stop the diehard Craftsman boys.
No.
People.
As long as they got a free warranty, lifetime warranty, they're gonna. I mean, Craftsman started off, they were. I remember the SKs from a long time ago. Yeah, I didn't like the looks of the SK ratchets. They were plain Jane, like big old round head on it. I like Craftsman came out. They imitated Snap-on with their head design, with the little switch click on it. But Craftsman was competing with Snap-on, so you made $500 last night. Let's see.
Hey, Scott.
Left at 5 a.m. Got home at 7. Had to fly up. Wait, that's not. So you must have drank that other bottle of Dirty Monkey.
Yeah, that peanut butter banana stuff.
Yeah. Nephew or somebody said if you finish that next bottle, drink all of it, or I'll give you $500.
Oh man, there's too much sugar in that stuff. You get so sick.
Dirty Monkey, peanut butter and banana whiskey. Brother-in-law.
Speaking of brother-in-law, I got to go see the in-laws tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I didn't feel a thing. His eyes were closed almost.
The wife is one of God's chosen people, so we got to go to that dinner thing tonight. They call it a Seder. Everybody looks glum when you get there because they haven't eaten for a day and a half. Then they start passing around the drinks and the food and everything. Everything's all right.
Ow, 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 ow.
His comment out here said, "My eyes are wide open." You look like about 3/4 shut.
Whew, that hurt.
And a big glass of that Dirty Monkey.
Oh. You ever had electric shock treatment?
Huh?
No.
Well,
Only when I touched something that was 220 or 110 that I wasn't supposed to touch.
Or like somebody sticking a needle into your skin 1,000 times.
Oh,
I got a couple of tattoos like that.
Them nerve endings on your thumb, huh?
Yeah. Ow, that hurt.
Oh, I bet. Little lightning flashes. I get that in my feet and my legs. I used to get in my legs a lot, not no more. But I get them in my feet. that medicine helped me out. Had a nerve ending medicine, whatever, gabapen, whatever.
Hmm.
That they increased my doses. I got like 4 a day, 100 milligrams or something.
I just had,
Speaking of that, I don't take them but twice a day. Sometimes I'll forget.
yeah, I just had about 10 of those go right through my finger.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh. That's why I'm like, ow, 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 ow. That hurt.
I gotta give me some more coffee and lean off the dock. I'll be back in a minute.
No, I didn't get much sleep today.
I took a little nap yesterday. It wasn't enough.
No, Missy, she is sleeping. She drives from like 3 or 4 in the morning to like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And this is the time where I'm supposed to be driving, but with the medication I'm taking, I can't. They have got me blocked in a system where I can't do anything.
Grounded.
Yep. Well, with the type of medication I'm on, yeah.
I got you.
I go next Monday to my doctor's appointment at 11 o'clock. Then probably after that, I know they're going to say, well, after you're done with your doctor, you can go over to Concentra and take a drug test.
Well, what about the stuff they just prescribed you?
I guess as long as I don't, I'm hoping to be done with it by this weekend, this coming weekend. With all the pain and everything like that, I'm hoping to be done with it. I mean, yeah, there'll probably be some pain still there, but nothing I can't control with like Tylenol or something like that. But once I'm off of this narcotic that I'm taking and I go in for the drug test, hopefully I'm well good enough where I pass the drug test and I can get back driving. Maybe.
Mhm.
At first, the doctor was like, well, we ain't got no openings to the 7th. I'm like, I need to get in there ASAP.
Do they do the? Do you have to redo your medical now, or is it just a sign off?
Just a sign off. Work release.
Uh-huh. I got all the paperwork the doctor has to sign if he's ready to sign it off. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, Scott, as long as my temperature's right on the drug test when I take it Monday, as long as the doctor at that office says you're good to go, and they send the test results into CFI, then no problems. I'll be able to start back Tuesday morning if all goes well. Well, Tuesday afternoon.
So she's doing some driving at night? None?
No. Yep. She's been a real help.
Lots of traffic.
That could be the camera, Scott.
Looks like the same old glasses to me.
Well, they are new glasses, but I got them back in February. And I did buy an extra pair. But it stays here on the truck just in case I need them.
I had to borrow my wife's glasses to pass the eye test at the DMV.
Saving money on fuel. Yeah, but he don't have to buy fuel. That's the thing about it.
Nope, I don't pay for fuel anymore. Well, my eyes. Let's see. I'm cross-sighted and far-sighted. So one of my lenses is thicker than the other.
Ah. I've got what you call astigmatism in my right eye. And I always thought it was clearer, but it's got some damage.
Right.
Astigmatism, that's when your eye throbs.
I don't know.
That little what do they call it?
Some kind of spasm.
Yeah, spasm is what I'm thinking of.
For them to correct my vision, I can't do LASIK. They have to do a surgery to my eyes. Where me and my uncle had the same problem, or had the same problem. They gotta pull my eyeball out,
Oh no!
straighten it up, and slide it back in.
No.
No, that's all right. That ain't too bad.
Fucking cure is worse than the illness.
The surgery for that is $10,000 to $15,000.
Sure. Yeah, and insurance probably won't cover that because it's a non-needed item.
Exactly. When I went into my doctor's one of the last time, I asked him about it. He says, "Yeah, they could do it. Just send me to a specialist." But if something goes wrong, they're with my career.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to ask you. Next question was, what's the chances of it being done correctly?
Well, he came out of it with it all done correctly. I mean, he was a lot older than I was.
Like 80% positive. 10K is a lot of tools. Boy, that ain't no doubt.
10K is a new vehicle.
The success rate on eye surgeries. What's the percentage that leave you blind afterward?
The doctor said his specialist that he sends everybody else, he says the guy that he sends people to for stuff like that, the guy's got like a 90% success rate.
Sweet.
Where nothing goes wrong and you come out of it just fine. But it's expensive.
You're talking about a new vehicle. Got a company I deal with. I seen one of their ads. One of their stores has a 2000 Chevy, 100,000 miles on it, $6,000. Unfortunately, it can't be shipped to the United States. Shipping's too much. But the bad thing is well, it'd be good for a mailman because it's right-hand drive. It's in Europe.
Oh,
Yeah, they buy fleets of them for hardly nothing, and they resell them. This one company,
right.
and they do. I get FedEx salesmen or whatever, and nice trucks. You know, clean on the inside. You know, I guess when you're wearing a suit and tie or nice clothes and you're a salesman, you know, it's not like you're all field worker or anything. Then jumping in the truck with your old dirty clothes, you know.
Uh-huh.
Right-hand drive, which full wave wrecked. He bought a car over in Japan while he was overseas. He bought it's a common car over here, but it was in a convertible in a right-hand drive. And I think the Department of Motor Vehicles gave him a little flack about it. So he sold it. And it's riding around. I think he said he went to Vegas or something and he saw the car. And it was a right-hand drive. And he asked on, he said, "Where'd you get that car?" He said, "I bought it from this guy that bought it from a guy that was in Japan." And he says, "Well, I'm the guy that was in Japan. And yes, I did sell it to that guy." But he says, "The DMV told me I couldn't drive it around because there was steering wheels on the wrong hand side." He said, "That might be that way in Utah, but," he says, "over here in Nevada, that ain't the deal." He says, "I got a title on it and tags and insurance, no problem."
Let's ship us over a couple of Australian Falcons then.
Couple of what?
Australian Ford Falcons.
Ford
I want
Falcons?
the Mad Max car.
Hmm.
I don't know. Next vehicle we get is going to be for the wife.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind driving one.
I've got my truck come to get her vehicle.
Well, I'm just happy to have mine back on the road.
Uh-huh. Well, whenever we buy hers, I'm going to put mine on a commission for a little while and do some work, put some work into it, put a little bit of money into it, and rebuild the front suspension, tune up, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Replace the shocks front and back. Maybe get some touch-ups done on the paint, stuff like that.
Wonder what it even costs to paint a car now.
I don't know. I've got I got East Coast Ken that would help me out, and I got a body shop down where my sister lives. They'd give me a good price. Hey, Diabolical.
What's up, Diabolical? Mon ami.
I remember they used to have 1 day painting body.
Yeah, Mako.
What they turned into, Mako?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've been gutter sniped. I'm trying to turn left, you prick. Get out of the way.
I don't
There's just a
know.
lot. There's just a lot involved in paint jobs these days.
Well, if you want a nice one, you know.
Hey, Miss Wanda, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Wanda.
Oh yeah, especially that the good paint, like that old Imron paint, like they used to use on airplanes. they had a paint body shop in town where I'm from. They were using that. I mean, you know, if you asked for it, that stuff was expensive. That's a 2-part.
Mm.
But boy, it
Yeah,
had a nice shine to it.
I think I got to get a couple cab mounts redone.
Yeah, we all doing good, Miss Wanda.
Oh yeah.
Good as they'll get. I mean,
Hmm. Yep.
Alrighty. Pardon me, gentlemen. I got to run into the 7-Eleven and get me something to drink before I falls asleep.
they got all kind of 2-part epoxy paints now that you hardly even hear about Imron paint anymore.
I got it. You don't even know me.
Hey, Paige. I am
And
doing
that's
good,
Melvin.
ma'am. How about you?
Melvin.
I need to put Melvin's number and put the name on this number too. I have to put Melvin's name on.
Just recovering. That's all I can do these days.
Be right back, gentlemen.
All right. Hey, it's Ed, the old tech guy.
What's up, Ed, the old tech guy? What's been happening?
I had surgery on my hand last Monday.
Need to run the AutoZone.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, Miss Page. I'm doing just fine. It's getting better day by day. That's all I can do. It's better than it was. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. Stick a thumb out. You missed that thumb. Something's wrong with you.
It was a 1979 Nissan Skyline GT. That was a right-hand drive car that he had flown. You know, the military flew it over for him because he was in the military.
Mm-hmm. I would love to have a Skyline.
Didn't cost him a penny.
I would. That's one Nissan I would definitely be proud to have.
That's something that you don't see every day.
Definitely don't see that kind of car here. Another car I'd like to have is Eleanor from Gone in 67.
Yeah, Mustang.
60 Seconds. Uh-huh. All right, Miss Page, you stay safe out there. What was it, 69 or 67? I think it was 67, right?
Oh, I forgot. I don't think.
Mhm. Right-hand drive is fun to play with cops. Get really drunk and have a sober friend drive and have someone say, "A drunk just left the bar." Yeah, that would be crazy. Cop walks up to the driver's side door and not realizing it's the passenger side door.
The first Eleanor was a 73 fastback. And it was a 74 model and gone in 60 seconds. And then in the 2000 remake of Gone in 60 Seconds, the second Eleanor was introduced. That was a 67 Shelby GT500.
All right, Miss Page, thank you for stopping by.
Because
Go get you some shower and some sleep.
I was thinking of the first one instead of the second one.
I had a right-hand drive S10. I did like it.
I did it
Um,
with his
mail trucks are right-hand driven.
with his you know what he mentioned earlier, get drunk and have a sober friend drive. Have
Uh-huh.
someone say a drunk just left the bar. Yeah, when a
Fire
cop,
from
you know, or
both
when
sides.
have a friend drive or a friend, you know, you driving a right hand drive car, let a friend do this, you know, playing air drums, you know, while a cop passes you, you know,
Uh-huh.
or an oncoming cop, play the drums like that, and he'll pull you over, you know, for not having your hands on the wheel. That's the passenger doing that, not me. Yeah. You bought it from the post office. Usually the mail trucks that are in the country and the rural routes, if somebody drives a vehicle that's their vehicle, they have it made, you know, right hand drive or adapted because they have the route and they contract to the mail.
Huh.
They work for the post office, but they get their mileage for their vehicle. That's how they do it around here. I have a regular post office, the little truck, you know, little, I forget what little engines in those things, but man, those engines are tough. Little 4 cylinders, if not a 3. Anyway, the one that has the route, like the one at Johnny's, there's a Jeep Cherokee that delivers his mail. that postman, mailman, he bought that Jeep Cherokee, and they pay him by the mile plus his salary, because he has a long route to go all around the country, because Johnny's outside the city limits. Anything outside the city limits is contractor vehicles.
The LLV Iron Duke.
Is that what come in now? I thought they were S10 drivetrains.
I don't know. I ain't never really paid attention to
What? Which ones?
them.
Little AM General Mail trucks.
I know I'm gonna have to next time I see the mail lady pass, I'm gonna see what make and model that is. Now, Mr. Benoit, the guy that was delivering my mail before, he told me everything about his mail, and I forgot all about it. I forget everything he said. The engine in there,
The ones we had
and
out
they
here,
have a certain sound too. Them little mail trucks. I know when the mailman passes. If I'm sitting right here, I know when that mailman passes, because it's a very distinct sound.
Uh-huh.
the ones we had out here were all built on 4-cylinder Chevy S10 drivetrain.
Okay.
Royal carriers get mileage and paid by the mail piece.
Mm.
Hey, full way wrecked.
What's up, full wave Rick? Yeah, I told him we were live. Into the stove. I don't know if these get paid by the mail piece. I know they get paid by the mile, plus their salary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, their post office wage, whatever they make by the hour or whatever, because they work by the hour.
Right.
What's up, Theo?
Hey, Theo.
I was gonna call you earlier and I forgot all about it. Raging sent me a link and I popped in here.
The LLV are made for post office. They are first generation S10 frames.
Iron Duke with a Grumman body, called the LLV long life. Oh, long life vehicles with LLVs for. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. He got a Bobo on it.
Yeah. had to have surgery on it. Last Tuesday I had surgery.
I didn't do it, boo. I'll get with you tomorrow if I don't forget. Theo.
I don't know that CRS or can't remember. CRS really kicks in when you don't want it to.
Mercedes vans. That's something that's going to last a long time.
Well,
Johnny talks to his mailman every other day. I'm going to get him to ask. Hell, I can just ask my mail lady. No, I don't know if I'll forget about it.
you just gotta write yourself a little sticky note and put it on your computer.
I got some sticky notes, but I don't know where they at. I got some blue painter. I got some blue painter's tape though.
Yeah, Scott, I didn't get much sleep today. My hand was really throbbing. And I don't want to drink my energy drink. I haven't had one of those in a week now. I've been drinking more water than soda.
Not good for you.
Yeah. I mean, I may drink maybe 1.5 per day now. But the rest of the time I'm drinking water.
Do you feel better?
A little bit.
I gotta stop drinking these damn energy drinks. Shooting my kidneys out.
I mean, no energy drink is really good for you, but have you ever tried that Celsius energy drink?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's got his mic muted. Hey, East Coast Ken.
What's up, E? Ow. Theo, it's been hurting a little bit more than it has the past couple of days today. I think because it's healing and the thumbnail's starting to grow back and stuff like that. That's what's causing the extra pain. And then everything, I really haven't bent this thumb in the past week or so. So, yeah. That's going to be a task and a half to get this thing to bend again.
Ouch! Little bit at a time.
Uh-huh.
Well, what? Why did you need the surgery?
To get the infection out.
Damn.
What kind of energy drinks do you drink?
Red Bull,
Oh shit.
full strength.
You ever tried that energy drink called
60
Celsius?
ounces. Huh?
You ever tried that energy drink called Celsius?
You know, my wife brought one home the other day. I haven't tried it yet.
Try the watermelon.
Watermelon, okay.
I didn't think I was going to like it either, but surprisingly, it's actually not that bad.
I need to get off of the Red Bull altogether and start drinking diet soda and water more.
Hmm.
Now, I've done it before, and I remember when you drink nothing but diet soda and you have a regular soda, my God, it's sweet. You can't even drink a
Uh-huh.
whole one. When you're not used to it, you can't even drink a Coca-Cola. There's so much damn sugar in it.
Hmm.
But I'm just a fat bastard glutton, you know. Two lumps in my coffee, plus creamer.
Hmm.
You know, full strength energy drinks. But I just turned 45. I got to do some lifestyle changing here if I want to live.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wish
60
I would did
ounces
that.
of Red Bull a day is not recommended. You're really not supposed to drink over 2 energy drinks a day.
No,
Yeah, everything bad for you.
everything's bad for you.
Yeah.
Smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day either.
Oh, California, them things. How much you pay for a pack of Marlboro?
Don't even ask.
17, 15?
12.50.
Oh, 12.50. Okay.
$12.50 a
Down,
pack.
down in Calexico, it's about $10 a pack, $8 to $10.
Yeah, I can't smoke
Uh,
Mexican cigarettes. And
That's
I
from
live down
Marlboro.
here. Huh?
That's from Marlboro.
For real Marlboro.
Uh-huh.
Not the one with the pictures of cut up bodies and shit on the pack.
No,
Oh, okay.
that's for real Marlboro.
Okay. Back when I had my condo down there in Playa de Tijuana, I'd go down there twice a week, hang out with my friends, hang out with the old lady, and yeah, I had to bring plenty of American cigarettes with me because there's just something. There's some kind of chemical we have in ours that they don't put in theirs.
Hmm.
Keep you hooked.
it's a conspiracy.
Probably goddamn heroin.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Trace.
Ow.
Ow. What you was doing? Swiping the screen with your thumb?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Oh, you had another lightning fly?
No, just pain.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Have you been on the Matco truck recently, Raging?
No, the wife was on there a week and a half ago.
Next time you get
Yeah.
on there, take a look. Usually they've got them hiding in a corner or in a drawer, but they've got these real neat little plastic cases, right? They're about the size of those little Sunex bit ratchet sets. You know, little rectangular cases.
Uh-huh.
I got one the other day, and they're 1/4-inch drive hex sockets, and they are beautiful. They're just like the German, you know, the Stavillas or the Hazits.
Uh-huh.
Really, really nice. And then they're carrying the Vim bit set now. It's got ball hex in SAE, ball hex in Torx, and or ball Torx and metric ball hex in it. I'd never seen a ball Torx before. I know Snap-on has them.
Oh, yeah. Well, oh, wait a minute. Am I thinking of ball hex? I'm probably thinking of ball hex instead of Torx.
Yeah, they've got ball Torx in there now too.
Yeah.
I think Harbor
Real
Freight
cute
has them
little Vim
also.
set.
I know Johnny picked up a set not long ago. I forget if the hex, or, Allen wrench, hex, or Torx. I forgot.
It
I've
just makes
usually
it
got a
easier to
short.
get into the fastener.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've
if you
almost
ever,
always got a set of short plain T handles in standard and metric hex, and then I've got long ball T handles. Bondus brand. Bondus is the best if you can find them.
I've got a
Little
set
Bondus.
of T-handle Torx for working on chainsaws and weed eaters. And then I have the T27, the one that a lot of sets don't come with. T27, that's mostly used on chainsaws and weed eaters.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the most common ones on those is a T27. A T25, will fit in naturally. It's going to be a little sloppy, but if it's not too tight, you can undo it.
Yeah, and if they get wore out, you can usually beat a 30 in there.
Yeah, well, if it would get, I always use if Allen head, which I very rarely strip out, but if I do, I just use a Torx, because the Torx fits in there, and will actually dig that. It was actually dig. It's got more points on it, and it'll undo that stripped out hex set screw. Whatever you stripped out, that Torx will get it out.
As long as they're not recessed or countersunk, if you have a round head sticking up, you know what I've found? A little hack. If you have the whole set of gear wrench bolt biters, you can pound them onto the round,
Right.
Allen bolts, and it'll snap them right out the hole.
Uh-huh.
Now, one thing they did right, man, those bolt biters are fantastic.
Yeah, turbo sockets they call them.
Yeah.
I remember when Craftsman had them quite a few years back.
Rocket socket, turbo socket.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have yet to use my grip edge hex sockets.
I don't know. Pretty much every tool that I own, I've used at some point or another.
Well, I use most everything, but I have not used those.
Bolt biters. Yeah.
Thinking about selling them to somebody that thinks they need them.
What? Your bolt biters?
No, my grip edge. I have the bolt biters, and I have the grip edge version of the bolt biter that has a little bolt that pushes the gnarled fastener out.
Well, I tell you, they are mighty proud of that grip edge stuff. That stuff is expensive.
It is. I've got the hex sockets, but like I said, I haven't had an occasion where I needed to use them yet. I usually grab the right size now one to start with, and you give it a little wrap first, and they'll come right out.
I mean, I can't justify spending that kind of money on that grip edge junk.
Depends on what you're doing. If you come across a lot of stuff that other people have molested before you get to it, it's worth having.
I don't know. I don't think I can really justify even if I was a professional mechanic.
That's the only way I can justify it is I get a lot of machinery in that somebody else has already by the time I get to it. So I got real good at extracting damaged fasteners, drilling out broken off bolts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hell, today it was grinders. Friday it was plasma cutter. One minute you're scanning the computer on an engine and clearing the codes, changing fuel filters and spark plugs and stuff, and the next minute you're welding on something. The equipment business it's a trip.
Uh-huh.
But I find it a lot more fulfilling than just leaning over hoods all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear you on that one, Country Mile.
On the machine itself, cutter blades and electrical, lot of electrical.
Mm-hmm.
You want to learn how to find and fix shorts, man. That's the job.
Oh, hang on 1 second. There you go.
14 nut and bolt extractor socket set. 16 bucks.
Amazonian?
16 bucks. That's Temu. So it comes out of China. Comes out of China.
Well, it's got all your basic sizes. It's got your adapter, and it's got the center punch to get the fastener out of the middle.
Holy shit, it's grip edge.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I looked up grip edge, to see what the prices were. And that came up. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, hell, this is Temu. This ain't grip edge. But it's made like it. I don't know what kind of quality it is, but, for 15 bucks.
Dave, do you see a difference using the RBRT bits in hex? I don't use mine. I haven't come across a situation where I needed to, but like I said, I'll get random machinery in that's all boogered up, so I have them.
Yeah, some of us buy tools for that just in case purposes. I mean, you got to go by that old saying: rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I've got a lockout set in my toolbox.
Mm-hmm. I got my lockout kit on the truck.
Nobody plans to lock the keys in the running vehicle.
Yeah, I've got my lockout kit on the truck.
Yeah, but can you get to it if you lock your keys in it?
Oh, I can't do it on this truck.
No, but I'm talking about whatever truck. It's like having a spare key, but it's inside the vehicle. In the glove box. Oh, yeah, I got a spare key. It's in the glove box.
Oh, we've got a key. We've got a spare key in
your wallet.
If you've got
we got a spare key hidden.
The wedges, the air bladders and the wedges and the long rod in there, you can get into anything.
Oh, yeah. A little U-shaped rod, flat bar with a hook on it, whatever, just to pop up that lock. And a wedge. I spent $40 like that one time.
Most of the time, you just have to hit the power lock button.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have my keys on me. And Missy left her purse in the truck. We had a Dodge Sport. Dodge Sport truck. Full-size truck with a short bed, though. And it had a sports sticker on the back, and it's move the seat forward, recline it forward, and behind the behind the seats, they had little trays you could put wherever, little racks and stuff. You can snap them wherever you want, put all your stuff in them little trays and stuff for storage. Instead of just having a plain under the rear window, just a plain piece of metal, A nice truck, but I finally sold it when I got the Jeep. Before I got the Jeep, I sold it. And anyway, I didn't have my keys on me. Missy left her keys in the purse and locked the door. Because, we had just got home. And I'm like, oh, man. So I called I walked to the police station, one of the two, and see if could come over and unlock my truck. He said, we don't do that no more. You'll have to call this guy. And I did. I called him up. Man, I got my keys in my truck. He says, oh, man, you're right around the corner from me. I'll be right over there. Man, he took that wedge, pop, opened my door a little bit, unlocked it, and
that'll be $80.
$40.
Oh, no.
Before he handed me the keys.
Right.
I mean, 10 seconds. That quick.
What I'm going to give you is far better than money. I'll give you my personal IOU.
I got a lockout kid. It's called a rock. Shit, when I was in I was living in Alabama, and Kurt, one of my best friends, lives right up the road in Mamou, and him and the boys came down for all-you-could-eat crawfish ball on Dolphin Island. So he met me at the Walmart right off the interstate at the I forget what exit it was. Grand Bay, I think. Anyway, they had a Walmart there. So we met over there, met with the lady for the shirts. And because you wore the shirt and you got into the fairgrounds on Dolphin Island. If you wore this shirt for the Dolphin Island, the crew of whatever, it was a Mardi Gras crew that raised money. And you buy the shirt, and I think it was like $15 a shirt. Your shirt was your ticket in. All the crawfish you could eat, ball crawfish. And that was a deal. Kirk and the boys, my nephews, they called me Uncle Boo for years since they were little. That was a deal for them to drive from here to Alabama. So we was at Walmart and was doing, I was buying the shirts and all. And then there's this fella, man, he got his hammer. Bang, bang, he broke his back glass. I'm like, well, we all looking at him. Like, are you breaking in that car or something, in that truck? And he's like, man, I locked my keys in here, and I'd rather break my back glass than my window glass. He said the back glass is a lot cheaper to replace than a window glass. Right. Like, you got a point there, Hoss. Nothing edited. What's up?
Hey.
Yeah, it's cheaper to change the back glass than a window glass.
Yeah, nothing edited. YouTube does that sometimes. They'll unsub people from people.
Yeah, that was me. She left me a comment in one of my something happened to Frosty. She left me a comment in one of my videos that I made. Oh man, long time ago, a year or so ago. Yeah, I appreciate that. Nothing. I should have commented back to you. Got to put 4 tires on the blacktop this week.
Uh-huh.
Or you got to go somewhere. Got to take a trip.
Uh-oh.
Mississippi, Alabama. Oh, excuse me.
Money for tires.
Oh, okay.
All right, Theo. You did have a link, but have a great night.
Yeah. Night, Theo. Give me a text or something tomorrow, Theo, as a reminder. I might not forget, but tomorrow afternoon sometime when you're not too busy.
I believe it, Scott.
Broke my side window.
Man, we are crawling again.
Was safer than waiting. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Nothing. I see. Yeah, you got to put 4 new tires, then you got to put them on the blacktop.
Hmm.
The window leading into the bunk. Okay. Oh, that was on your big truck.
I think I locked the keys in the truck one time, and I remember I left the sod box unlocked. Because in these Kenworths, there's a latch inside the sod box, inside that wall, that you can pull down, and it opens that door right above to the
All right.
bunk area. You just climb in and get in.
Yeah.
A hatch.
Yep.
John John's Southern Adventures. Yeah, a little pool card.
Huh.
For a latch, for your door latch. No,
It's
I don't
literally.
think so. Nothing. I don't think I know John John's Southern Adventures.
It ain't a pull cord. It's just it's a knob
A
back
latch.
there that you.
Yeah, like a
It's
little.
just no.
No.
It's a small knob thing that sticks out of the wall. And you pull that down and it opens that door back there.
Oh, okay. So it activates the top latch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of pull cords, Saturday, me and the wife, we took a little day trip up to Bakersfield, where we ran my niece's race car. Got to see my daddy and my older brother and my niece and my sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Had a fun little time, and I had bought a Coleman mini bike out at their Tractor Supply out in Palmdale, California, and it's been sitting at their house brand new for a year. I bought it a year ago. I'd never seen it, never rode it, never nothing. But it was, the big Coleman bike, the biggest one they make with the little false gas tank on it, the big fat
Right.
tires.
Yeah.
EX200U. And I got it thinking, I'll put her on there and do all kinds of crazy shit to it. But, I jumped on that thing and rode it. And that thing rides really nice. Full front suspension. I got to get me another one of those. They made They made one with red and white stripes, and I could never find the thing.
Yeah, we'll be on for a little while longer. All right, Eek. Thanks for joining in.
Oh, shit, I didn't
Get
know
you
it was
some
that late.
sleep.
All right, Eek. Ken, take it easy, buddy.
Are you home? Are you on your way home? Or
And when you first got on, he was on his way home. Now, not long after you started, he made a comment saying, "On my way home, close the shop, and I'm there." Or, you
Yeah,
know,
I'm
on
still
the way.
on my way home.
yeah, you're in California traffic though.
Well, I don't get to go home per se. I get to go run in the house, comb my hair, and wash my ass. And then, since my wife is a member of God's chosen people, I have to go to the sister-in-law's house and do the Passover meal.
Uh-huh.
And that, yeah, that's never fun.
I used to make keys for guys with Peterbilts and Kenworths, spare keys. When I had a key grinding machine in my radio shop. And back then they were, I think, $1.50 for a key. You know, that was the going rate for somebody to grind you a key, a spare.
Uh-huh.
I really don't know. Nothing I hadn't. Missy is usually the one to check on the prices.
I wouldn't mind having a key grinder. They hard to run, Cajun?
Mm-mm. Just put the original in the, lock it in, and then you lock in the blank, and then you just run the original over a little guide, and both of them run at the same time. And the one you have, the blank, runs through a cutter. It's following that pattern of the original key. And then you got a little brush wheel on it. You take it out and run the key on the little brush one to smooth it out, smooth any sharp edges off, and you let them try it. If it works, then $1.75, $1.50 in your pocket. And I think the blanks are like 20 cents a piece, depending on how many you buy.
Mhm.
It's all profit. Just about. Once the machine's paid for, it's all profit. Like 15, I don't know what the blanks are now, it's all brass. So, brass is little, depends on the price of brass, depends on the blanks, when they make them.
Mhm.
We
I
got
used to order like 200 Peterbilt, 200 Kenworth. That would keep me in supply for a while.
I
Then
think
I'd
to get one of
order
these.
200
kept them over
Quickset. What's the
Schlage.
W1 or whatever, K1, KW1, the most common house lock.
Schlage.
No, it was a Quickset. KW1, I want to say.
I think
I
so.
forget. Let me see. This one right here. Now, this one ain't got a designation on it. I'd order 200 of them.
Yeah, gave his niece the Thunderbird.
Yeah, I figured when he said he was going, when he bought it, he said, I'm heading to Florida. I said, oh, you're going to give it to your niece, huh?
Oh, guys, I'm starting to fall asleep. So
Look at this big
Think I'm-
shitty mess. You guys are keeping me awake in traffic.
Yeah, it's LLCO, Taylor Key Blanks. I'm looking for the designation on it, though. KW1. That's it. KW1.
Is that a
I got
quickset
my-
key or a Schlage key? Cajun?
Quickset key.
What's the Schlage equivalent?
I don't know. I got a display. I've got
SG,
the commercial
SG1?
locks. I have all the core. I got the core key, the construction key. I have the core key where you can take the core out of a lock, which locksmiths are supposed to have, which I was a superintendent, so I needed to change the locks on the construction site. And the locksmith gave me that core key because I would do it and he'd get paid for it and he'd give me half. That way he didn't have to come to the
Nice.
building and do it. And I've got two different keys, the most used commercial ones out there. One's a Schlage and the other one's
How do they make this thing?
oh, that's a code key, isn't it?
Huh?
That's a code key, the one you was just showing.
Yeah, that's our front door
Program?
at work.
Program. Oh, locksmiths have to do that. They have those programmers.
Oh, okay. I'm in the damn twilight zone here. I can't hear a thing. Programmers, eh?
Yeah, that looked like a program key.
All kinds of little dots and holes and shit in it.
Yeah. Diabolical 58 transponder key. What is that for work? Is that for
I
work?
don't think this has a. Yeah, but this don't have a transponder in it, does it?
Now is that for your work, like for your building or whatever? Okay, building lot. There's going to be a commercial. It's probably not programmed, but they just got the tumbler pins inside on the side instead of up and down. On the bottom side of the key, they on the side, so that'll gain entry too.
I got you. So it's real hard to pick that lock.
Right. Yeah, the pins are on the side instead of underneath.
Which makes no sense because it's a glass door. So if they really want it in, they'd just
break the glass. Well, that's high tensile glass too, or whatever they call the glass. Hard to break. Hey, Brandon, what's up?
Hey, Brandon.
I'll be right back. I gotta lean off the dock.
Hey, Mark. Yeah, this medicine's really kicking my butt.
It'll have you sleepy and then wake you up, and then have you sleepy and then wake you up.
That's for sure.
Add beer. Makes you want to smoke cigarettes too, doesn't it?
No, while my hand is not hurting, I'm gonna take advantage. Take me a nap.
That is a damn fine idea.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was going to start working on the truck at like 11 o'clock. So I went out, started it up, turned it around, opened the hood, went back in the house, I thought about it for a second, and I'm like, I'm going back to bed. Fuck this. So I set my alarm to make sure I was awake by at least 3:30. So I woke up at 3:30, went to the auto parts store because my spark plugs were at work. I had to go buy another set of spark plugs. You know how much a goddamn iridium spark plug is?
Yeah.
Jesus. And they try and get you. Oh, you need these. They're $17 each. I said, no, you don't. I said,
Think I bought.
how come this platinum one over here says original equipment?
I think I bought the NGK, the new Iridium Platinums.
I got double iridium Bosch for $8.99.
Yeah, I paid $80 for 8 of them.
Man, my first, my first 3 cars, 289, 302, and 460, all took the same fucking spark plug. Autolite BF42, or if you wanted a hot one, it was R45. They were 99 cents. Autolite copper core. They'd run. I mean, we threw more of those things away that were in perfect shape. Them old copper core plugs, you just hit them with a little sandpaper and they're good to go again.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Bosch Platinums. Those used to be the shit. They had the little tiny electrode in them.
Mm-hmm.
But Platinum plugs were for weak ignitions. I mean, now, I guarantee you, we got 20 times as much spark as we did back in the points and condenser days. You know how I know? The plug gaps in my truck, I took that motor apart, or the plugs out yesterday. The plug gaps were easily 3/16 of an inch.
Mm-hmm.
Bordering a quarter inch. I'm talking like, 175 thousandths. I mean, huge plug gaps. And other than the one that was burnt, and arcing out on the little valve cover tube, the motor ran fine. Damn, that's a hot ignition.
Mark, how you doing, Mark? A 1933 gold double eagle value? Oh, a lot. You talking about one like that I just popped up? Oh, let me see. Where's my coin book? There we go. My gray sheet. St. Gordon's. Right about 14,600.
$14,000 for a coin?
That's minimum value. Yeah, that's for a $20 gold piece. Double eagle. Depends on the condition. MS 60, mint state 60. Around 58,000.
That's why Tom Chaney shot that man for his California gold piece.
Oh, a California gold piece. Which one? The double snake on it? That one that was so rare?
I'm talking about True Grit, brother. Tom Chaney was the bad guy.
Hey, yes, I can barbecue.
What's up, Simon? How you doing this evening, buddy?
Yeah, pop in right at the end of the stream. I'm getting ready to shut this thing down because I am falling asleep over here.
Oh, hell.
Dang.
Yeah,
Cager, you're going to keep me awake for a few more miles?
we're right at 2 hours. Yeah, I can stay on for a little bit for a few more minutes.
Oh, you were asking about the Slage key, Frosty?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a control key right there. And this is the construction. I can open any lock on a construction site that has a Slage.
Damn.
They all cord the same. Yeah, and then when you want to take that core out of the lock and put a new core in it, it's a control key. That's the one you put in and take the core out. And then this one's a Sargent. That's another popular one on the job site. Commercial buildings, Sargent. That's another control key. And where's one of my favorites at? Right here. This is the 2255 pool table key.
Nice.
It's when a part owner of a bar room years ago. That's for the ball section. That's not for the money section.
Right.
Because I didn't own the pool table. Amusement company did. You know, they just come and once every week, 2 weeks, get the quarters out of the jukebox and the pool tables and the cigarette machine. That's how long ago that was. We still had a cigarette machine back then. And,
all right, Brandon. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, night, Brandon. Bonne nuit. And if the cue ball would go in the wrong slide, if that would end up in the ball section, get the cue ball out, give a game away, to get the ball rolling, get it started, get people to play. Just like jukebox, we had a code to punch in on the newer jukeboxes, had a code to punch in, and it give us like 5 free plays. That way, get music started. That way people start shoving dollar bills in it.
Nice.
Boo, give us some. I can't see that heart in a way. Some more attention on 33.
Speaking of
what you want to know?
Boys, jukeboxes. Today, the Mac Tools guy came by, and I haven't bought anything from him for months. I'm doing nothing but getting my balances down, so I'm not paying out so much. I'm just buried in debt right now, right?
Uh-huh.
But he come by, and he had a Milwaukee wireless speaker. That sumbitch is bad. It thumps. You can either plug it into the wall or you can use a M18 battery, and you put it inside your hutch. Boy, it echoes in there. Got real good bass, fully adjustable. That sumbitch is loud.
Uh-huh.
A 1933. Wait a minute. Oh, that was a 32 I was giving you. Wait a minute. What the hell's going on here? No, a 33, the mintage. MS63. I gave you the wrong prices a while ago. That was on a 32. A 1933 Double Eagle is $21,600.
Whoa!
That's less. Well, that's in MS63. A 1932 is $86,000. Wait, 21 million dollars. My bad. $21,600,000.
21 million?
for the 1933, they only made not even 500,000 of them. That's why. And they were hoarded. So it's hard to find one.
So they're either hoarded or the banks got them all back and turned them in, right?
No, there's a lot of collectors that have them. People that had gold coins, and if the government said, please turn in your gold, they were asking you. They wasn't telling you. Like my uncle, he had a lot of old money, $100 bills and stuff. And this was right around the time that they wanted you to turn in your old silver certificates and stuff and get a dollar silver coin, And he had a lot of old bills.
If you present a silver or a gold certificate, do they have to give you silver and gold?
No, they just going to give you, they don't have to. They just, because the banks don't have silver and gold like that to give out anymore. At that time in the 60s, when the banks were advertising, bring your silver certificates in and cash them in, they gave you a Morgan dollar. 1921 Morgan dollar. Most of those, because they had a lot of the Morgan dollars. They made millions and millions of those things. That's why you can buy them now, man, for a song and a dance in brilliant uncirculated condition. When do I go live? On Thursdays at 7. Thursdays at 7.
Well, Morgans were silver, weren't they?
Yeah, but they made millions and millions in 1921. See, they quit making them for a while, and then in 1921 they came out with them again. And they made so many of them, man. And then the peace dollar, came out, and so the peace dollars that took over, but they had a whole, bags of them, canvas bags, Morgan dollars in the U.S. Treasury vaults. Yeah, 1933, man, that was man. Like I said, they didn't make me, not even 500,000. So I knew something wrong with that 21,000. I'm like, no, it's way more than that. I didn't realize that went up that much. But 21 Morgans were made by Philly, Denver, and wait, no. Did they make them in Denver? Let me check, see if Morgan dollar made in Denver. I'm pretty sure they were.
What about Mercury dimes?
No, I think it was P&S. Mercury dimes, they were worth a couple dollars a piece. Yeah, 21. Yeah, that was the year. The only year they made the 21. I mean, the Morgans in Denver was 21. Philadelphia, they had almost 45 million made in Philadelphia. In Denver, they had 20 million made. In San Francisco, they had almost 22 million made. So 44, 20, and 21. Let's see, that's 5. That's 85, over 85 million coins. Dollars. 21 Morgan dollar. Compared to like a 1903 San Francisco, they only made 1.2 million. Full wave Rex back. Watch out. Full wave rectified.
Yep.
Well, I am getting off the freeway, gentlemen. If you all want to go, don't stay on my account.
Well, when you get home, start a live stream. Send out some links. Frosted.
Do I have your email?
I don't know.
I have to look and see. I'm pretty sure I do. I've had you on before, but I got to go
Well,
to that.
it's
I
in
got
my
to go to dinner
description.
first.
It's in my description box in my live streams.
Okay, yeah, I got to go to dinner with the wife first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know
I'll
Yeah,
if
I
they're
take
gonna
me
forgot
a
paint.
y'all
nap.
had something to do.
They're gonna paint me with lamb's blood or what?
Oh yeah, you said you was going to Passover or something.
That was last night. Was the lamb's blood? Today's the unleavened bread.
Yeah, my calendar don't have that on there. Usually my other calendars that I used to have had Passover and all that on it.
Yeah, it's Manischewitz Day.
Yeah, if y'all want to say y'all,
all mine has is Earth Day.
Oof.
if y'all want to say y'all outros, we'll go ahead and end this one, so I can take me a nap.
All right, I guess I'll lead it off. Raisin, appreciate you sending me the link. Appreciate you having me up. Good seeing you again. Glad you're doing a lot better. Frosty, good seeing you again. Full Wave Wreck, Mark, Brandon, Scott, Simon, Diabolical, everybody that was in here earlier. Good to see y'all. And y'all know the routine is good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe, be that way. Be that way, stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. A Pluto.
All right, everybody in the chat, thank you for getting in there and supporting Raging. Raging, thank you so much for the link, man. You know how much I love to come on, shoot the shit with you guys.
Oh yeah.
Thank you all for listening to me ramble on as I do. Hopefully, we got some pretty neat stuff coming up over on Frosty TV. And be good to one another, guys. Be good to one another, and the people you love, make sure you tell them that you love them every chance you get, because we don't know if there's going to be a tomorrow, and we got to live every day like that. Y'all take care.
All right, everybody in chat, thank y'all for chiming in on this Monday night live stream. It's been a blast. I usually go a little bit longer, but this medication is just kicking my butt. I need to take me a nap while my hand is not hurting. Frosty, always a blast. Cajun, if you're still in the background, thank you for coming on. Next Monday we will be doing it again for another live stream because I won't be driving.
All right.
So we've had a good couple of weeks for live streams. But until the next time, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beavers grinning, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.